Hello, gorgeous, wonderful humans. Welcome to I'm Woke. My name is Emelina Calder. If you're new here, welcome. I am a high performance life coach, spiritual coach, personal branding and digital marketing coach. And on my channel, you could expect energy updates in the new moons, full moons, AKASHIC records readings, channeled messages from spirit in all of the different ways, and personal and spiritual development videos. If you're new and that sounds like your thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I truly don't think you're gonna regret subscribing to my channel. And if for any reason you did, there's always the unsubscribe button. So err on the side of being daring, adventurous, take that leap and hit subscribe, all right? Okay, PSA done. And if you haven't heard yet, I have a beautiful meditation that will reconnect you to your own Kundalini, source consciousness, energy. It is a beautiful guided meditation that I channeled specifically for you guys. And if you scroll down to the description box below and click that link, you can sign up with your email and I will email it to you for free. All right, let's jump right in. So in this video, hello, my love. Spirit just came through while I was like walking home and was just like, shoot this video, talk about this. I have a couple of stories that are fun, that are just like so, like you can't make this shit up. Like spirit, just the way messages come through. Anyway, the whole theme is around the lens through which you perceive. And that perception colors and creates the reality that you see from your lens. I have sunglasses. I have 2 stories about sunglasses that I'm gonna tell you about. I'm also gonna set a timer because sometimes these streams can actually drain me quite a bit. So we're gonna have a little ticking in the background. That's the timer for how long I'm gonna do this stream for. As hilarious as this is, I don't even care. This is just what she's gotta do at this point. Also, I'm starving. And I have a creamsicle protein shake that has an orange in it that is delicious. That's what she's gotta do now, multitasking. All right. The lens through which you see perceives your reality, which creates the results that you attract. How do I want to cover that? I have 2 stories that Spirit was like, tell these stories. I'm trying to figure out how to lead up and into it. Thanks, love. So first thing, I'm going to tell you a funny story about how I was in Mexico. I was in Cancun. I just want to tell you guys about this because it's literally like, it was such a wild occurrence of events. You know, when things are, we're asking, we're manifesting, we're demanding from the universe, like, bring me this, I want this. And then events happen, things happen that we don't understand. And if it's not exactly the way we perceive or prefer, or we feel like we can't control the outcome, then we go into like a doom and gloom cycle where we assume that things aren't working out for us, or like it must mean that I'm not deserving, or whatever the story is that we create around what we think is happening or not happening. And the reality is that all events are neutral. Like truly, the way the simulation in the Matrix works is everything is neutral. You're just kind of like given an array of events. Whatever you think it means is what it means. It is not some like preconceived thing from spirit. It is literally like, oh, sorry, I got a message in. It's literally like what you decide it means for you, what you decide these events mean you get to have, or how you get to be, how you get to live your life. Like that's what's true, not the events themselves. No event is truly, I know I'm going into like gray territory, but just bear with me for a minute, okay? You know my heart's in the right place. My intention's in the right place. No event is truly like inherently positive or inherently negative. Like it doesn't mean that you get to have, like if something bad happens to you, it doesn't mean that bad things are gonna happen to you more, or that you can't like rise up and build yourself up and step into strength. It's just like a lot of times the simulation of this matrix, they're just random events, and whatever we decide it means is what it means. Now, I was in Cancun a year ago and I was on a spiritual awakening journey, and I'm just gonna tell you the story. So I was swimming in the ocean in Cancun in these like beautiful teal waters. And it's funny because we're given insight too, and the universe was teaching me how quickly we can manifest and how quickly we can move with the co-creative power of the universe to like mold things to your reality. Okay, so I got my cute little teal swimsuit on. I'm like ready to jump in the water. I'm like a dum-dum, but not really a dum-dum, but kind of like a dum-dum. I had my sunglasses on. They were these, but not these exact ones, but the same style. They're like my custom Ray-Bans. So I had these sunglasses on and I was like, I'm gonna go swimming. And I was like, you know what? It's probably a terrible idea to wear the aviators in the water. I'm probably gonna lose them. That was step number one. That was my initial thread of my manifestation, is that I was like, I'm gonna wear them and this might be a terrible idea. And that's what I was thinking when I went in the water. So I go swimming, and this is the universe teaching me just how malleable our reality is. That was my projection, okay? I go in the water, I'm swimming, I get pummeled by a wave, and I lose my sunglasses. Oh no, like literally that was my projection. That was my fear. And then all of a sudden, because this is how we work, right? Like I went into this whole fear cycle and I was like, oh, I wasn't meant to have them. I wasn't supposed to bring them in here. I should have known better. I went into a shame cycle around why did I set myself up for this when I knew that I was going to lose them? Why didn't I listen to my intuition? Now listen here, because the shit gets funny, okay? I won in the end, but I didn't quite learn the lesson until a little bit later. But anyway, we're going to go through it. So I'm sitting there and I start going into prayer, all right? I'm in the water. I'm having a little freaking panic attack. And then I start going into prayer while I'm in the water. And I'm like looking around, but there are a lot of waves. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to find my sunglasses. And I was like, I can't lose what's mine by divine right. That is a core prayer I go to all the time. I can't lose what is mine by divine right. If the sunglasses are mine, they'll find me. If they're mine, they'll find me. If they're mine, they'll find me. And I'm like, they're mine. I'm going to find them. So I start like looking around in the water. I can't open my eyes underwater because it's salt water and because I wear contacts. So I'm just like frustrated. I'm sitting there and I'm watching the waves and I'm like, I was so angry with spirit. Which is another human thing, right? Like, as if it's spirit's fault. Like, I went into the ocean with aviators. Anyway, this is where it gets funny. I'm praying. I'm like, please help me find my sunglasses. I shit you not. This is what happens, okay? A wave comes in and goggles hit me. And I was like, what? That's so weird. How would these have, like the ocean's huge. How did these come to me right here, right now? But because I was in an altered state where I felt I was undeserving of the miracle of what was actually happening, I made another story, which I will explain. And this is literally like the course of events, how we create stories and how we create our reality. So anyway, I'm praying for my sunglasses. The universe literally washes up in the next wave these, what are they called? Snorkel goggles. And then I started laughing and I picked it up and looked up at the sky and I was like, thanks God, like thanks spirit, ha ha ha, so funny. These aren't my sunglasses. I'm not even kidding you. I was doing this publicly. I was like, talking and everything. I was like, these aren't my sunglasses. Like, how cute. I see you, but you're trying to make me compromise, universe. Like, I just want my Ray-Bans. They are custom Ray-Bans. They're like $300. I was like, where are my Ray-Bans? Like, you're sending me these ridiculous goggles. And I was like, okay. I like laughed it off. I was like, this or something better. Something will happen. And I got all frustrated and I was like, well, you know, I know better. The universe is showing me the way. What's the silver lining here? We'll get to the rest in a minute, you guys. Wait. Okay. And I start like swimming back to the beach, right? To like go get my clothes and leave. And I was like, you know what? I can just get another pair of sunglasses. And when I got back to the beach, I did a quick search and I was like, there's a Ray-Ban, what do you call it? Retailer in Cancun. I will just drive to the retailer, and as much as I don't want to, I will go just purchase a brand new pair of sunglasses, even though it pisses me off, whatever. And I just like was trying to condition myself to like be okay with it. And I didn't realize the lesson until after I had gotten back to the beach. There's so many opportunities, you guys. The first opportunity is when, thanks, love you guys. The first opportunity is when the goggles hit me literally in the water. The second opportunity is when I was on the beach and this hit me. So I want to let you know, like, Spirit will send so many messages for you to get what you want. You just have to tune into them. I wasn't, and this is what happened, okay? So you can learn from my like hilarious mistake. Ultimately, I did get what I wanted. It just involved me like shelling out another $300 and getting a brand new pair of sunglasses. But whatever, regardless, like Spirit will show you through many different ways and many different paths to get you on track, to give you the miracles that you want. All right. So the second opportunity is I was on the beach putting on my clothes and it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, thank you, Akashic Records and my guides. I'm sorry it didn't hit me earlier. I went, oh my God. I asked for my sunglasses. I couldn't see underwater. I have contacts. It's saltwater. I wasn't going to be able to see where they were, but I knew they were heavy enough. I knew they were somewhere around my feet. The universe sends me the ability to see underwater. Are you guys catching on? Like literally the miracle is that I didn't have the ability to see underwater to find the sunglasses on the sand, and the universe literally on the next wave sent me goggles to be able to see underwater. But because I had already had the lens of fear and I'm not deserving and I'm not worthy and it has to be hard and I have to struggle, I couldn't put together the message of put on the fucking goggles, look underwater and find your favorite sunglasses. Instead, I went to the beach, cranky, again, lens of perception that creates our reality. And when I got to the beach, I had that realization, oh my God, they gave me the goggles so that I could see underwater. And again, God bless her, I learned the lesson. Because I was still in a state of fear, I didn't realize that that was the next opportunity. Emelina, put on the goggles, go into the water, and go find your fucking sunglasses. So instead, I pouted on the beach, looking at the goggles, going, ha ha ha, cute lesson, that would have been nice, they're already gone. It's just like, it's so ridiculous. And I remember I called one of my friends in Los Angeles. I was literally in Cancun. I called him after this. I was like, you're not going to believe the spiritual lesson they just put me through. And we had a really, really good laugh about it. But there are so many opportunities for us to get what we want. We have very powerful manifesting ability, literally in real time, where we are stepping in and out of portals of timelines where we have what we need, where we receive what we need. And the question is whether or not you are actually paying attention to the signs that are in front of you. And I shit you not, we are not given just one opportunity. The universe will shoot you like timeline after timeline. Here, give her that one. That's a softball. Let's see if she gets it. Oh, she didn't get that one. Let's give her another softball. Let's see if she gets it on the beach, and let's see if she'll go back in the water and go look for her sunglasses. Oh, she missed that one too. So anyway, I was in this like state of not seeing the potential or not seeing my wish fulfilled, which was me having my sunglasses. And I assumed a little bit more struggle, which of course is still fine because we still ultimately get what we want. It's just like how easy do you want it to be? And are you paying attention? So anyway, I laughed it off. I was like, this is great. I love this lesson. This is going into the book I'm writing, and I'm going to call my friends and tell them about it. And we're all going to laugh about it. And then I drove my butt to the retailer, the sunglasses retailer in Cancun, and bought myself a pair of sunglasses. Now, here's what happened. These are my favorite. I don't know how to describe these. They're the polarized aviators with like the brushed gold. And I always get the tips are beige, and I always have them engraved things on the tips, right? Whatever I'm looking to manifest or like call into my life is engraved on the tips of these. They're like my favorite thing. My sunglasses are my favorite. Anyway, so there's another opportunity, right? So a little less ideal. Now I got to spend some money, but I'm still like really dedicated. So I go to the Ray-Bans retailer. I'm talking to them in Spanish. God knows how I do this. My Spanish is pretty broken. And I couldn't find these because these are like my custom matrix of things. And I looked up, I was like, okay, Spirit, tell me which ones. There was a pair of rose-colored glasses. I feel like these lessons are just so loud. They were aviators, they were polarized, right, lenses, but they had rose-colored lens frames. I would show them to you, but I'm bringing this up because Spirit works through my perspective and my ability to see through sending me lessons through my sunglasses. So I don't have those anymore. We'll get into that. So I bought the rose-colored glasses. And I heard Spirit say when I purchased them, you weren't able to see the higher realities. You were too focused on struggle. So now you have literally the frame of reference to see through rose-colored lenses. From here forward, you will be seeing everything from the place of everything being a little bit better than you think it could be. And I was just like, holy moly. Hit me in the face, why don't you? That's such a big, beautiful lesson. Thank you. That entire trip and for an entire year, I was wearing rose-colored lenses, rose-colored aviators, and I was seeing the entire world through rose-colored glasses. And like a good spiritual lesson, there's a time when you need to take the rose-colored glasses off. And I didn't know, but Spirit knew. So after a year, I think maybe in November or December, somewhere around then, I did nothing abnormal. I lost them. I have no idea where they went. None. And I was so frustrated because they're my favorite sunglasses. This will sound trite because I'm like talking about sunglasses, but literally Spirit will take you through specific lessons for things that are meaningful to you. And it's always very meaningful for me specifically because it's quite literal. Sunglasses, goggles, like this literally has everything to do with how you perceive your reality. Also, maybe I should do the rest of the stream with the sunglasses on because I look just like so freaking, I look so freaking cool. These are my favorite. So I wore the rose-colored glasses for a year and I lost them. And when I finally meditated about it, same thing. I was like, you can't lose something that's yours by divine right. I'm going to find them. They're going to manifest their way back to me. They're going to stumble back into my life. And I heard Spirit say, not this time, sweetheart. I said, what? And they said, you're done looking through the world with rose-colored glasses. We need you to see reality as it is because you're a little too high on the color rose right now. And I was like, what? And they were like, we need you to pay more attention to your physical waking reality in ways that you can't with those glasses. Because that was the previous lesson and now you're moving on to a new lesson. And I was just like, holy cannoli. Like, okay. Spirit, I trust, and I've been frustrated without them because I love them. But Spirit told me, Spirit was like, you cannot have another pair of rose-colored glasses right now. That is not your lesson right now. And I was like, okay. So anyway, I've been using, these are my older sunglasses. Still like a favorite pair of mine, but here's another lesson. And this is what I mean, Spirit sends me, they wanted me to communicate all of these lessons through sunglasses, through your ability to see your own reality. So enjoy this. as surface level as it sounds, it's truly not. It's very baked in spiritual lesson for me. And whatever I can share with you guys, whatever you glean is wonderful. So here's the deal with these sunglasses. These are my old sunglasses. They need new not frames. They need new lenses. Next lesson. They need new lenses because here's the reality. And again, I don't care about the actual physical thing that's going on. It literally, these are the lessons that Spirit is delivering through my ability to see and perceive my reality. These glasses, I don't know if you guys can see, have a crack. There's, is it on the side? It's on the side. There's a crack going down the lens and I haven't been wearing them because I'm like, well, that's not safe, right? But anyway, Spirit had me pull them out last week and had me start wearing them. And I didn't quite know why. And it's literally like one lens is great and the other lens is cracked. And it's almost like the lesson right now is, what are you going to allow to dictate your reality? Are you going to assume that a cracked lens means you can't have, or you can't see, or you can't be your most true authentic self? Or are you just gonna do what you wanna do and just not give a F? Like, you just gonna like show up like my freaking timer. I'm gonna leave it a second here. I love that I did that. Oh my God, you guys are seeing like the true blue real me here. So right now for me, they're showing me the ability and this is just how I'm moving through some of my spiritual work right now, to see in one clear lens and to see in one lens that has an imperfection, and to be able to bridge my ability to perceive my reality through the ideal and the imperfection. So that's what I'm working on right now. But anyway, all of that to say, when I went through this a year ago, I remembered Spirit told me, and one of my friends told me too, they were like, you have to share this story. And it literally hadn't come up until this moment. And I felt it so strong today. So whoever needs to hear this, I'm glad you're hearing it. Perhaps I just needed to share it. I don't know. Spirit just works through, and we got to trust the impulse and trust the message at the time that it comes up. So how you create your reality, it really is rooted in your ability to see clearly opportunity. For you to be able to see events as just events, not meaning anything that you can have or not have. Because remember when I was in the water initially and lost my sunglasses, it's like I had blinders on. Like literally the miracle of this like washing up into me, like the chances of me having lost my sunglasses and like 60 seconds later, these showing up, like I didn't have to reach for them or anything. They just washed up onto me. Like the synchronicity, the timing, like what are you paying attention to in your world right now? Where do you have blinders on where things are truly working out for you? But because of the blinders, because of your dedication or conditioning to struggle, you're not seeing clearly, seeing with rose-colored glasses, seeing with an open frame of reference to just see how easy and effortless Spirit is trying to make things for you by giving you the resources you need. So start paying attention to what is in your reality. Start paying attention to the signs and start asking yourself, how can this work for me? Even if it doesn't look like it's working for me, how can it work for me? What's the message? What's the sign? How is this working for me? And how can I open up my perspective, my mind, my awareness to allow Spirit to deliver what I need, even though I may not know that I need it? So because my blinders were like, I just need the sunglasses, and then something else came in, because I was like, I need the sunglasses, it has to look like this, and I was controlling it, I couldn't see the resource, the tool, right? And what they're telling me to say right now is sometimes, many of us that are asking for financial resource, the tools are right in front of us, but we don't see them because we're saying, I just want the money, I need the money. But Spirit gives you a new business idea. Spirit gives you, somebody says something in passing that is a good income stream. Spirit shows you something that you see in your garage that you don't need anymore that's worth $1,000 that you could easily sell online. Like Spirit starts grouping things together. Spirit's not always going to make it easy to deliver it in the way exactly that you asked for. But what, like literally this metaphor, like what's easier than me looking in the water being like, I need to see my sunglasses. I can't see them because I can't open my eyes underwater to find them on the sand, but I know they're heavy enough to drop to the sand. And then Spirit gives me the tool to find them. And she's a dum-dum, you know, or I'm not a dum-dum. It's all pre-planned, perhaps, so that a year later I could share this story with you, right? It's all linked. And they're right now, they're like, there's so much more benefit to you not having found your sunglasses so that you could share this. I'm like, I know. Let me just think if there's anything else I want to say about this. It's just like, pay attention to the signs. Know that the universe is giving you what you need. It might not be packaged exactly like you think it should be, but it's packaged exactly in the way that you need to pick your head up and to realize that with a little bit of work, and I do mean just a little bit, like in this circumstance, all I had to do was put this on and just put in some minor effort to look underwater. I didn't piece it together because I was like blindsided by my own like inability to see clearly, ironically, right? Like they gave me the ability to see, but we have to put it on. We have to try on the perspective, the new perspective of being able to see clearly, of being able to move past our illusions, of being able to move past previous assumptions, previous behaviors, previous habits, previous ways of being, previous ways of seeing our realities. And it boils down to the word willingness. If you are willing to get out of your way, if you are willing to receive, if you are willing for things to work out for you, then you're placing on the rose-colored glasses. You're placing on the perspective or the lens or the ability to perceive your reality from a new place, whatever that place is. You know, it could be rose-colored glasses. Right now, my place is one perfect lens and one imperfect lens. So my perspective right now is being able to see both the perfection or the ideal and the imperfection and still navigate, which literally is the entire theme of this stream. Like, are you going to allow events to steer you off course? That's like my imperfect lens with the crack in it, right? Or are you just going to see it for what it is? I no longer have rose-colored glasses. I have one perfect lens, one broken lens, and I'm seeing through. Of course, I can get another pair of sunglasses, not the point. The point is the message that's coming through, you guys. And I always pay attention to how Spirit speaks to me. And it's going to be different for every single one of you, but I can't shy away from the fact that Spirit has been giving me very strong messages through my choice of sunglasses for like the last 3 or 4 years. Like, I can't. It's just one of my things. It's one of my things. You're going to know what this is for you. Maybe it's your car. I don't know who this is for, but I'm seeing like a blue SUV. Like, maybe it's your car. That I don't know why they're showing that to me so clearly. I don't know what sort of car it is, but they're showing me a blue SUV. For me, it's sunglasses. I don't know. They're not showing me other examples. For a lot of you, it'll be income streams. It's money. When you're asking for money, start picking your head up and look for new income streams and say, I'm open for an income stream, okay? And then be willing to put the work in. And again, the work is not heavy lifting work. It's like literally the work of me putting on the snorkel goggles and looking around. So for income streams, it could be the work of walking into your garage and saying, what's something I haven't used in 2 years that has some level of value that I could put up on Craigslist or eBay today? It could be the work of walking into your closet, and this is the lens I always have on when I'm starting to filter things through for extra cash that I'm selling, is like, what is something I haven't used in 2 years? And then the next one is, what is something I haven't used in a year? And then I'll back up from there. I'll be like, what haven't I used in 6 months? And here's my lens always whenever I've done clutter clearing and opening up this idea for income is like, if you haven't used it in a year, you're not going to miss it. You don't need it. If you haven't used it in 2 years, honestly, loosen it up, get it into somebody's hands that's going to use it, and receive the cash windfall from the universe. That's like a very small amount of work. The universe is just asking you to like rummage around a little bit. It's nothing crazy. And that's on the financial side of things. And they're actually pressing that a lot with me. They're showing that a lot. That also could be seeing what hobbies you have and just opening up your willingness to receive money around a specific hobby. I think you guys would be surprised for some of the hobbies you're entertaining that people would pay you for them. Whatever the thing is, whatever it is that you do. So just open the lens to receive that way. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have a set specific plan. You just have to be willing and open to receive, willing and open to see and perceive new. And that's where this all kind of starts and comes into play. I feel like I want to pull a card for you guys. I'm going to skim through your comments as well, and then I'm going to peace out. So here's the deal, right? I decided to shoot this video because one, Spirit sent this message through really loudly, and two, because I had 30 minutes to kill because I have a Dragon Clan transmission that I'm uploading for you guys that I was exporting on my computer that was going to take 30 minutes to export. And I was like, all right, Spirit, here we go. We'll do the message. Good to see you, Drea, Crystal, Mary. Drea, I'm happy you needed this. Right time, right place, right? Mary, your word is receive. Yeah, literally my word of the day today was receive. It's a good word. They link everything. Spirit links everything for us. It's so crazy. Oh my gosh, should I get love bombed in here? That's so funny. Nice to meet you, Joseph. And Marisol, happy to have you here. All of you guys that come in the future, so happy to have you here. I am so grateful to have this platform in a million different ways, and so happy that you guys give me the time and attention, and Spirit the time and attention, and enjoy hearing the message in the way that I deliver. So Know that I am immensely grateful for each and every one of you. Okay, I literally was gonna be like, Spirit, give me one, come on, and they gave me like 10. No, one. Just getting saucy today. Oh, there's another Drea in here. We got 2 Dreas. Hi, Drea. Oh, I'm so glad. That's why like Spirit like really gave me like a, I don't want to say like a kick, but like a good push today was like, tell the sunglasses story. And I was like, really? Like, all right. But it's because it hit me 3 times. It was like losing the sunglasses, not being able to see, to find them when it was so obvious that that was what the universe was doing with me. Getting the new sunglasses, seeing through the lens of those new sunglasses for a year, losing those, hearing Spirit say, no more rose-colored glasses, sweetheart, you guys see reality. And then showing me the merge of like the perfect and the imperfect now with my old sunglasses being resurfaced. So anyway, I think the whole thing is very interesting. Will you guys give me a message? Is today not the day? What's going on? That one. Patience! All right. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. I want to give you guys the caveat. When they say patience, they're not just like, oh, exercise patience. They're also saying like, you might be a little pissed off. You need to be patient for whatever it is that you're asking for to come forward. Stop demanding it and start being okay with the process unfolding as it is meant to. You may start using it right away or much, much later, meaning patience. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. It's the universe being like, we're holding things back because we want you to exercise patience. We want you to not throw a temper tantrum. They're showing me a 2-year-old being like, mad, like I want it now. And like, I'm no different, you guys. Like we're all in the same boat. But the universe needs you to exercise faith through your ability to be patient. Can you believe in it even though you can't see it? I don't make this shit up, you guys. I'm a medium. You can believe in it even though you can't see it. I couldn't see my sunglasses. I can't believe this stream right now. You guys have me I'm in a very special place. Hello, my love. I'm so, Alyssa, like good to see you and meet you as well. Thank you guys so much for jumping on here. Oh my gosh. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. What does that mean? Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. I don't know. Take what you want from that, okay? I'm going to tell you something else funny. Are you paying attention to the signs? I picked this deck up 3 days ago. The universe is very funny with me. I literally was like, oh, I wish I had another Oracle deck, but I don't know what to get. And then I forgot about it. And I was walking in my neighborhood. God bless this neighborhood. And I looked out on the side of the road and there's this deck. And I was like, no way, you're kidding, right? I was like, I'm not going to pick a deck up on the side of the road. And Spirit said, that's for you. So I cleansed it and it's freaking perfect. Like, it's literally what I needed. It's got all my good juju in it. So anyway. Okay, fine, I will receive the patience. I know, right? When the universe says patience, it's not like be patient. When the universe says patience, the universe is like, we're gonna throw you a few curveballs, a few softballs, and see if you can manage to not get annoyed and throw a temper tantrum in the process. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. Did you guys just watch me shuffle the deck? I just shuffled the deck. This is the card that came out. I'm gonna cry. You just watched that. Things like this happen to me all the time when I'm solo by myself, but rarely, this has not happened to me on stream before. I reshuffled the deck to say, give me another message, and they sent patience again. I don't know how else to loudly say. I literally asked for a different message, another message, how do I explain this? I think you guys will receive the energy behind it, but it's like, that was literally, you just watched me be impatient. That's the process. I literally went, okay, great, next message. And they went, no, no, no. Here, again, pay attention, again. That's what patience is. It's the moment where Spirit says, pay attention, again. Don't miss this. Don't run past it. Don't take the signs that we give you so clearly, sprint past it, throw a temper tantrum, say Spirit's not supporting you, make up some bullshit story about how things never work out for you, and then look for evidence to support that bullshit story. Spirit is like, patience, pay attention. There are resources in front of your face right now. Or if you just sit for a moment, the resources will show up in just but a moment. But the way the law of attraction works and the universal laws work is you can't be throwing a temper tantrum. Not that Spirit has a problem with you throwing a temper tantrum, because like, do whatever you want for self-expression. It's more that once you throw the temper tantrum, energetically, physically, emotionally, behind the scenes in your shadow, your ego, whatever, to throw the temper tantrum is to place blinders on your perspective. It creates your inability to see clearly. It creates illusion. It traps you in that illusion of the mind, and then the matrix locks you into that illusion through the mathematical computation of how the matrix works, which this will be explained in the Dragon channel that I'm gonna upload. I'll probably upload it for tomorrow morning. They talk about this, so you guys can follow up there to get the full download. But it's like, patience is synonymous with trust. When you know that you can have and that you will have everything that you want, you're patient. Right? Because you're like, I have nothing to worry about it. There's no rush, because Spirit's going to give me what I need. I don't need to worry about it. When you're in trust and in faith, you are patient. As much as many of you won't want to hear that message, or maybe you do. I don't want to hear that message, if I'm going to be honest. I'm like, no, I want it now. And the universe is like, honestly, sweetheart, it's right in front of your face. We just need you to sit still and open up the blinders. Like, get rid of them. The one on the bottom that they were showing me is communication, so I will read this one. Wonder how that other person's feeling? Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling? Tell them. You've just been drafted into the communication army, where there is a strict do ask and do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses out of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. I love this deck, you guys. This like funny little like unicorn affirmations deck. The universe sends me so many things that I pick up like random, like literally that fall into my lap that I've asked for. I think it's just hilarious. So anyway, this communication is telling me that much of what you're asking for has to do with humans around you. Most of the resources that you guys are asking for has everything to do with the people you're associated with. So what I'm being told right now, to open up the lens of your perspective to be able to see the signs, a lot of it's going to be delivered through people. So what they're showing me is having trust and faith in the process. Instead of throwing the blinders on, instead of succumbing to the illusion of you thinking whatever it is that you're going to think in your head, being trapped in the illusion of your mind, let it go and reach out. Whether it's a spouse, whether it's calling a friend, whether it's bumping into a neighbor and being like, hey, can I run something by you? Just pass the perspective by someone else and look for evidence of a new perspective, because someone else's eyes can see your situation from a different facet, from a different point of view, and be able to see clearly, because they don't have your emotional heaviness or evidence of previous, like how things have gone for you or been for you from your previous way of thinking. And actually they're telling me they ran me through a situation like that yesterday, because obviously I like to channel. I got like a shortcut with Spirit, right? I'm like, tell me this, what do I need to do here? And yesterday they said to me, they've been doing this to me a lot. They're like, we're not going to tell you. They say, don't know, just flow. And then I go, what am I supposed to do? And they said to me, this is last night, they said to me, well, if you didn't have access to us as your shortcut, what would little human Emelina decide to do? They were like, what if we took away your spiritual abilities and you had to just be human? Then what? And I was like, I would call a friend. You guys are seeing my little inner child come out. I would call a friend. And they were like, we're not telling you anything. Why don't you be human and assume that everything's going to work out for you? I called a friend. I ran the situation by them, which is what I was trying to get intel on with my spirit. And my friend gave me very clear, very concise direction that was perfectly and exactly what I needed, that there is no way spirit would have been able to give me because it was a very human thing. Spirit would have given me an overall, like, think positively or whatever their version of it is. And they knew that. So they were like, we're going to let you do what you need to do. And when I called up a human and was just like vulnerable and was like, here's what I'm encountering. Here's what I'm dealing with. I don't know why I'm telling you. She knows that I'm spiritual. So I told her, I was like, my spirit team shut me off. They kicked me out. I was like, what would you do in my situation? And she told me, and I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what I need to do. And it was very human. It was very practical. I just shuffled and the Panther came out. I'm going to explain this card. This is about, the Panther is spirit popping into your life. It is like a, how do I explain this? It's a purge process. The Panther like comes in, is like, ah, we're getting rid of everything. Like everything has to go. Not everything. Everything that is not for you has to go. And like the Panther, like inner child is fully here. The Panther like pounces into your life, and it's like the Tower moment in tarot. For those of you that follow tarot, it gets rid of immediately anything that doesn't belong in your life. It is a purge process. It is shadows coming up to the surface, not because they're bad or you're being demonized by spirit or anything. It's literally like a purge. Before, you know, if you detox, things come up to release out of the detox that are ready to be let go. It's not indicative of your current state of awareness. It's indicative of your previous state of awareness and is being cleansed or cleaned. Like if you were to take a glass of water that had some sand in it, and this is your consciousness, and you think you're seeing clearly because the water's been sitting for a very long time. So the salt and the sand are at the bottom and everything's really, really clear. And maybe something you did recently was a really big deal and a really great deal for you. And it was you in your consciousness shaking up everything that is to be you in this like jar of water, and all the sand came up to the surface. That's what this is. So if you're encountering things that feel a little negative, feel like they're hitting you out of left field, be patient, because as you settle into this new reality, spirit is going to do the heavy lifting work of the clearing to get rid of all that sand and salt that no longer belongs in your consciousness, all the negative belief systems, the thoughts, patterns, the energies, and you communicating your needs with the people around you and with spirit, but they're showing me specifically at the human level, will give you the resources that you need to practically navigate your reality to get where it is you need to go and the results that you so much desire. I'm going to pull a couple prayer cards and then I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to get you guys this red dragon video because it's rad. It's rad. It's really exciting. I don't know if I'm like a goofball today because of my pigtails, or if like, I don't know what it is. I'm not just a goofball. I also feel like very powerful at the same time. So it's just like I don't know, just is what it is. Powerful. And patient, because you can afford to be patient, because you're going to have what you're going to have. You're going to get everything you want. So there's no need to rush anything, because spirit's going to give it to you. All right, spirit, send me a message. There we go. I can feel when the cards are like sticking. It's like not time, you know? So anyway, I pray to see, know, understand, and vibrate true love. You are the source of love in this universe, in your universe. Andrea, whatever it is, I'm here for it. Totally, right? Like, me too. I pray to give the wheel over to God. God, you steer, you take the wheel, okay? This is about refusing to shoulder the responsibilities This is literally all these cards are lining up here. This is about refusing to shoulder the responsibilities of having to arrange everything together and control it into place. Let Spirit do it. Spirit's doing this cleanup work, okay? Spirit's going to pounce in your life and get rid of everyone and everything that doesn't belong. Just let go. Be patient, because Spirit is giving you what you want. You can afford to sit back. Let God take the wheel. I pray to release that which is not kind from my mind and my heart. Be kind mostly to yourself. Part of that kindness is patience and communication, to give yourself the resources that you need to be able to open up your vision and be able to see what you need and see the resources that are being given to you. And pray to effortlessly ground and easily integrate my energy today. If you are grounded and integrated, you will be able to see the resources when they come. Okay? You'll be able to know which lens you're perceiving from, and you'll be able to perceive accurately. That's what we got. I adore you guys. Thank you so much for joining me and for being here. I'm going to scroll through your comments real quick. If you love my energy and my vibe and the fun way that I do things and that I talk with Spirit, check out my links below on the number of ways that you can work with me. If you did love this and you haven't subscribed yet, please go subscribe. Tap the bell for notifications so you don't miss when I go live and any energy updates and videos and things like that. Like this video. We got to pump this algorithm up. Get these messages out to all the people that need them. I think that's all I got to say. Okay, so let me just skim right through. I love you guys so much. Mary, I've been turning on soul blues and dancing like crazy. That's great. That's actually, that's totally this Panther. It's turning up the spiritual heat in your body and purging it out. I'm so glad this met you at the right time as well. Thank you. It looks like Lee, 0211 Lee. I'm sending you love right back. Crystal, you always make me smile. I'm glad. Please. I'm happy to be spiritual entertainment. Drea, great message today. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much for your presence. As always, this is very co-collaborative. Like, whatever you guys need, like, Spirit knows and then moves messages through me to reach you. Like, you're very much a participant actively in the energy of this process. So thank you for everything you're asking Spirit for, all the messages you're sending up that way that end up coming back down here for me to deliver. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for being you. Thank you for, that one, I want to send that through with strength. Thank you for being you. You are perfect as you are. And that is the truth. Be patient. Everything you want is coming to you. You can afford to be patient. Okay. So much love. Go find some rose-colored glasses. Alrighty. See you guys later. Peace.